Good day, everyone. So our topic for today is all about Venn diagram. So in 1880, the English logician John Venn devised a pictorial representation for sets and their fundamental operations. So this diagrammatic approach is considered very convenient and essential in seeing mental image and abstract concepts like sets. So these visual representations are called Venn diagram. Okay? So what do you mean by Venn diagram? So in order to better understand set relations and set operations, we now introduce Venn diagrams. So a Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of sets. Rectangles usually represents the universal set, while circles or any other convenient figures represent the subsets of the universal set. So the elements of a set are thought to be contained within the circle representing the set. So for example, 24. Describe the following Venn diagrams in terms of A and U. So yung U dito is 'di ba? Yung sabi natin sa last meeting is yung U is the universal. Ibig sabihin yan yung pangkalahatang wait lang. Yung pangkalahatang elements, universal. And then, yung A dyan is yung part ng part ng universal. So, sabi dito sa letter A, set A is a proper subset of universal set U. Ibig sabihin, proper subset siya kasi si set A is elements ni universal, 'di ba? Bakit proper? Kasi 'di ba, ano yung condition ng proper subset? A is not equal to U. Tama? Tapos, subset siya. Si A is subset ni U and A is not equal to U. Ibig sabihin, si A is may mga elements, o lahat ng elements ni A is nandun kay U. Pero hindi lahat ng elements ni A o ni U nandoon kay A. So, hindi sila equal. So, in letter B, if X is an element if x is an element of A, then X is an element of U, then there are elements X is an element of U and X is not an element of A. So, yun nga yung sinabi ko. So, may mga elements, lahat ng elements ni A, elements ni U. Diba? Sabi dito sa X is an element of A, then X is an element of U. Kung si X, yung mga elements dito ni X is an element ni A, then yung mga elements ni X is an element din ni U. Ibig sabihin, nandyan siya sa elements ni U. So, there are elements so X is an element of U. So, there are kuno elements ni U na hindi elements ni X. Naintindihan? Okay. How about example 25. Describe the following Venn diagram in terms of A, B, and U. So, in letter A, sets A and B are neither disjoint nor subset of one another. Ibig sabihin, hindi daw siya disjoint. Kasi, ano ba yung sinasabing disjoint? 'Di ba? Pag dapat walang elements in common. So, hindi daw siya, itong si A at si B, hindi daw siya disjoint. Ibig sabihin, kung sa picture, kailangan magkahiwalay siya. Para maging disjoint, kailangan ganyan. Ano? Ibig sabihin, wala silang elements in common. Naintindihan? Nor subset of one another. So, hindi mo din siya masasabi na subset si A at saka B. Kasi si subset is ganyan. Yung drawing. Ibig sabihin, kung ito si A is subset ni B. Ibig sabihin, may part na elements si A doon kay B. Okay? They do not make up the entire universal set. Okay. B. So, there are elements X such that X is an element A and X is an element of B. Ano? There are X, ibig sabihin dito, may mga elements daw si X na element din ni B. And there are elements, X is an element of A and X is not an element of B. Ibig sabihin, merong element si A, merong element si A na hindi element ni B. Ano? Yan. Na hindi element ni B. Ibig sabihin, ito yung tinutukoy niya. Elements ni A na hindi elements ni B. Okay? There are elements, X is an element of B and X is not an element of A. So, meron ding elements si B, ano? Meron ding element si B na hindi element ni B. Ibig sabihin, ito lang yun. Ano yung mga elements ni B na hindi kasama si A? Ano? Okay, so ito lang yun. Okay, so there are elements of X. There are elements X is not an element of B and X is not an element of B. So, ibig sabihin, meron ding element si A hindi element si A na hindi din element ni B. Ano yun? So, ito yung sa labas na. Ano? So, hindi elements ni A, hindi din elements ni B. Ibig sabihin, yung dito sa labas na ng A at saka B.